Objective lost.
All I have left.
I start off and immediately everybody leaves. This is fantastic. What's up everybody, my name's Davey. I don't usually do my content like this. I usually like to talk to you instead of showing footage, because I feel like the footage can be really distracting, but I just feel like I needed to say something. And in full honesty, I'm in too bad of a condition to really show my face. I look entirely dead inside right now. So I decided I'll do it this way instead.
I offer something more.
My aim is beautiful. Hell, I should do it this way more often. Anyway, I wanted to make a little video, just talk about a couple of updates that are going on in life, and okay, they're a better shot than I am. Okay, I basically wanted to make a video talking about some updates in life, and basically explain why there's not going to be much content for a few days, despite how I'm now uploading a lot more than I usually am. So, just to get things straight out of the way, I'm not going to be uploading for a little bit because I'm sick. Yeah, that sounds like a really terrible excuse, but like, okay, I can take the absolute biggest beating of my life, and I'm perfectly fine. The moment I've got like a little bit of a virus, that's it, I'm completely defeated. And my body has this tradition that every Christmas, right before Christmas, I have to get like a weird flu. And this has started since I was about year 9 or year 10 of school, which in England you call secondary, but I think America calls it high school, or actually I think like America you're in high school too, like 18 kind of thing, so it's a bit longer than secondary school. My point is that when I was in secondary school, year 9 or year 10 of it, so about second or third year of it, I went and got KFC, got food poisoning from the chicken, and basically every year since then I've been getting this. Sorry. Every year since then I've been getting this. Maybe I shouldn't record these videos while making gameplay, but you know, I felt this is slightly more entertaining. Maybe I should have done the gameplay and then like voice overed it, but that would require a bit more effort, and I don't want to say that I'm getting lazy with my content, but it's just I really am tired and worn out right now, so I don't know if that's exactly what I want to be doing right now. That killed no one, I'm just shit. Okay. My point is that since I'm sick, this is almost like a tradition for my body, and it really does just throw all the energy out of me. It really does just utterly screw me, and I don't think that I've got the level of energy I need to bring a quality level of content to you guys, so I'm going to take that as a reason to take a few days off from making videos. I'm not going to be streaming on Twitch either. Just give myself a little while to... It could be a few days, could be a week kind of thing, but I'll give myself a little while to get over this illness, and hopefully then when I'm better I can go back to making some quality content for you guys. Hopefully. I'm not going to be making any new content during the break. I might, if I need to, you know, keep myself busy during the break, I might start editing some old footage and, you know, upload that, but I'm not going to be recording any new content during the break. So if anything happens, I'm going to be late to it because I'm just too sick. I need to take this break. And here I am playing Overwatch. Yeah, I just suck. However, I do want to leave you guys with a couple of bits of good news, so I'm going to talk about some game projects I've been working on, because video-wise, I already pretty much leaked all of that on Twitter. I was like, hey, these series need to be done, and then I've got a couple ideas for things I want to do afterwards. I've basically said on my Twitter everything I'm thinking of doing. So, let's talk game-wise for a minute. Firstly, I've got The Lab, which is a game which came from a joke between me and ADP. So it's basically Breaking Bad Simulator. So that is... I'm trying to think of like, do I want to elaborate on what the game is? Fuck. Yeah, I'll elaborate a little bit. There's plenty of drug dealer simulators, but this is like a drug manufacturer simulator. Obviously, it doesn't actually teach you how to make drugs. That's illegal. Don't do that. Felt like I needed to say that anyway, but, you know.
The payload is
I thought I was
approaching
gonna
its
throw.
destination.
I think I got a little bit carried.
Receive my seed.
I am restored.
I'm trying to predict movements that they're not making.
Огонь по готовности.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Okay. The lab is basically a drug manufacturer simulator. There's also elements where you've got to deal your products. There's also going to be a whole legal system, so you've got to hire lawyers for yourself if your dealers get caught. There's a lot more to it, and that game is pretty much done now. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to make this video like talking to you guys and play the game well. It's really difficult to do both at the same time, so I should have done this as a voiceover, and I've lost anyway. So, the lab will have a new trailer coming out very soon. I'm not sure exactly when yet, but hopefully it will be within December. So this month you should be able to see some gameplay footage for the lab, because it is pretty much done. The only stuff that's left is programming the side characters, which you'll need for other endings. Spoiler alert. And to do some small bug problems which I found. And then I'm pretty much done. I've also got to program the whole legal system. I haven't programmed that actually yet, so there's a few things left to do. But then it's just like cleaning up models, assets, textures, voice actors. It's mostly done. Most of it is pretty much done, so I'll be able to show some gameplay footage of that this month, hopefully. And then, speaking of gameplay footage, Mechanicat, which I've already shown plenty of gameplay footage for, I should be able to show some more for, again, very soon.
Taking the objective, not on my watch.
Junker Queen, I'm trying to record a video! Ah, the 1v1, really? This is not a good time for a 1v1. Really off topic, but why does Baptiste rifle have a scope if you can't use it? I'm probably obsessing over the wrong things right now, but I mean, why? Why is there a scope if you can't use it? I'm just saying. So speaking of gameplay footage, let's talk about Mechanicat. Mechanicat was my college project. For those who don't know, I did game design as my college course. And as my final piece, where we had to produce our own game, I produced Mechanicat, which is a puzzle free roam game where you play as a robot cat running around trying to find batteries. It really is quite a simple game. It was mostly done when I handed in my project, but it was still missing a lot of things which I wanted to do just as like personal choice. Most of that is done now. There's a couple things left. I've still got to actually model Mechanicat, because it's still using quite an old version of the model. I haven't finished it yet. And then there's just like some texturing and some assets to do, but then it's pretty much done. It is really close to done now, so hopefully I'll be able to show some gameplay footage of that, either again December, or if not, it will be in January, because again, it's just that close to being done. Oh, I'm trying to aim and hit Junkrat while talking, and multitasking those two simple tasks is really above what I'm capable of. So once I've got those last few things finished off, I should be able to post some gameplay footage for Mechanicat. I'm hoping to be able to release that one again very soon. Oh my god, they're all camping? Never mind, I want my friends. Help. Once I've been able to get that done, I'll be able to show some gameplay footage for that. And speaking of gameplay footage, one more project which you guys should be able to expect some content for very, very soon is actually going to be the FNAF fan game I've been working on recently. So, for those who don't know, the programming for Barneys bots, my FNAF fan game, is actually done. All of the programming is done. And there's so many more characters and special effects. I'm calling them special effects, they're gameplay mechanics, sorry. Did I just call them effects? Ah yes, the gameplay facts. What's the controls? Let me fax them to you. So all of the programming and gameplay mechanics are all done. there's more characters and gameplay mechanics than even people on the team are aware of, because I've wanted to keep a few things as surprises for people. So I really can't wait to show some footage for that, but the big problem I've came across is two things simply. Firstly, we do not have the models yet. The original person who was making the models backed out the project, and I'm terrible at modeling. I mean, I can do like human stuff, sure. Give me like a week and I can model a human. But when it comes to modeling something else, like a robot, like an animatronic for example, I'm all of a sudden not that great. So that is the other big issue. Along with that, there is a bit of a recast going on. A lot of people who were involved in the project are too inactive to be able to support it, and I've lost again. I'm so terrible at Overwatch. It's really funny that all of the games I'm in, I lose. Huh.
Play of the game.
So in the recast, most of the roles are things like programming, artists, things like that. And I can do a lot of programming, and pretty much all the programming is done. There's the odd few bug fixes again, but that's stuff I can handle. I'm pretty good with that. There's some things like artists which I need to find new people for, but the biggest issue which I've found is I need to find new voice
Let's get
actors.
started.
There is a handful of characters that are being I was going to say rebranded. That's not the right term. Recasted. There we go. That's the word I'm looking
I'll keep
for.
you safe.
We need to recast Harley, which is the younger male character, who also voices one of the animatronics. Freya, who is the sinister older woman, who again voices an animatronic. Two technicians who are simply just background characters. They really don't have that much value to lore. I think a lot of people who play the game might not even come across them. What? Okay, these guys are just gonna be some campy motherfuckers up there. I need to start healing my team.
The objective
It's this,
is now
Asters. We have to get them off the point.
Nodding off. So it's for you.
Oh my fucking god, I hate you, Genji.
One of these days I'll end up in Fiji.
And then finally, I need to recast 3 to be named ghost characters. I'm not going to go into detail about these. There might also be more roles to fulfill in future, depending on how much I want to expand the game, but that's currently the only cast roles which I need. There was originally considerations for a free roam mode similar to Security Breach. However, I am no longer developing that. So if I am going to do it, which is definitely possible, I'm just not currently working on it. Currently I'm focusing on 3 parts of the game: the main night mode, the day mode which comes as a part of that, and then you've got the mini games and custom night. Again, I might make that free roam mode, but it's not something which I'm currently working on, so I wouldn't expect that in the final game. The other thing is that if I did that, the game file would be absolutely huge. That's something I'm trying to work on. I am trying to work on compressing the game file size. So if anyone has any advice, or just like, you know, here's a video where a guy does like 15 tips for compressing the size, you know, things like that I'll absolutely love. So please do like throw it in the comments kind of thing. Shut up, spunk rat. So that's pretty much a good summary of all of the projects I'm currently working on. I do have a couple of game projects, but I'm not developing those as much as I am this one right now. My focus right now is on those first 3 projects. I've definitely got more. They're definitely in good stages, and they definitely are continuing to be developed and will come out soon, but I'm starting to slow down, focus on less projects at the same time so that I can almost like focus better on them, if that makes sense. If I'm working on a lot of projects at once, I feel like I'm sacrificing the quality of the individual project. So by slowing down to be able to do more projects at once, I think that's benefiting me better and benefiting the quality of the projects better. But that's everything I'm working on at the moment. That's why I'm not going to be making as much content as usual for a few days. Yeah, I hope you guys, I would say, enjoyed this video. This is really low quality and I apologize for that. everyone have a good holidays, and I'm gonna go back to losing every Overwatch match I play.
Score 0-1.
Just in case anyone's curious, we lost this match too.